Hello students, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss the remaining competitive bits from level 2 in evolution. Question number 24. Recognize the figure and find out the correct match. Here there are four figures are given A, B, C, D. We need to find out what are that figures. So it is a figures of that four limbs of mammals and we need to find out. So in that first one is man. A, figure A is man. Figure B is cheetah. Figure C is whale. And figure D is the bat. So the correct option for this is A is man, B is cheetah, C is whale, and D is bat. So the correct answer is option 2. Question number 25. Read the statements A to D and choose the correct option. Statement A. Increase in melanized months after industrialization in Great Britain is a proof of natural selection. So this statement is correct. B. More individuals acquiring mean character value cause disruption. So more individuals acquiring mean character value cause stabilization, not disruption. So that's why this statement is wrong statement. Statement C. Change allelic frequency leads to Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So natural selection, genetic drift, gene flow are the mechanisms that cause change in allelic frequency over a time. So change in allelic frequency. So that allelic frequency change is due to the natural selection, genetic drift and gene flow. So that leads to the Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium. So that's why this statement is also a wrong statement. Statement D. Genetic drift changes allelic frequency in future generation. So this is the correct statement. So in these four statements, statement A and D are correct. Statement B and C are wrong statements. So the correct option is A and D are correct and B and C are incorrect statements. So option 3 is correct. Question number 26. For the MN blood group system, the frequencies of M and N alleles are 0.6 and 0.4 respectively. The expected frequency of MN blood group bearing an organism is likely to be options 1 24%, 2 21%, 3 48%, 4 52%. So this question is an application of Hardy-Weinberg principle. So let's see the given data what we have. The given values M is 0.6 and N is 0.4. But we need to know that heterozygous condition, that is MN condition we need to find. So this is an application of a binomial expression of Hardy-Weinberg principle. That binomial expression of Hardy-Weinberg principle is p square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1. Here m is equal to p and n is equal to Q. So now let's substitute that values as per this information. So M is 0.6, that is M is equal to P, that is P value is equal to 0.6, that is 0.6 whole square plus 2 into 0.6 into 0.4 plus 0.4 whole square. Then so 0.6 whole square is equal to 0.36 plus 2 into 0.6 into 0.4 is equal to, this is equal to 0.48, and 0.4 whole square equal to the 0.16. So if you add all these values, it is equal to 1. Now we need to find out the percentage of this Mn blood group. So now let's see. M value, as per this binomial expression, M value is 0.36. If you want to get a percentage by 100, then you will get 36%. Now N value, that is the N value is 0.16. So divided by 1, that is 16%. So 36 plus 16, it is equal to the 52%. So the remaining is Mn. So Mn blood group percentage is equal to 0.48 divided by 100 is equal to 48%. So the expected frequency of Mn blood group bearing an organisms in that particular population is 48%. So the correct answer is option 3. Question number 27. Which was the biggest land dinosaur? Options: 1. Protoceratops, 2. Apatocerators, 3. Tyrannosaurus rex, 4. Ichthyosaurus. So among this, first know the information about that. Protoceratops, a genus of sheep-sized herbivorous dinosaurs. Sheep-sized, that means smallest one. Apatosaurus, a genus of very large herbivorous dinosaur. Tyrannosaurus rex, a large carnivorous theropods, were only on the planet. So this largest or biggest land dinosaur, that is a Tyrannosaurus rex. Ichthyosaurus, it is extinct marine reptile. So it is a lives in water. So among this, the Tyrannosaurus rex is the biggest land dinosaur and carnivorous. So the correct answer is option 3. And in this fourth option, Ichthyosaurus is a water living dinosaur, lives in marine. So the correct option is 3. Tyrannosaurus rex is the biggest land dinosaur. Question number 28. Sympatric speciation is caused by 1. Genetic isolation, 2. Interbreeding, 3. Geographical isolation, 4. Reproductive isolation. Let's see the sympatric speciation. What is meant by? What does it mean? Sympatric speciation. Sympatric speciation involves the splitting of an ancestral species into two or more reproductively isolated group without geographical isolation of these groups. So they are not isolated geographically. So from They are not isolated geographically, but in the same area they are reproductively isolated. Such species are called as the sympatric speciation. So the correct answer is option 4, reproductive isolation. Question number 29. In Homo habilis, habilis refers to options 1, wandering man, 2, modern man, 3, ancient man, 4, tool maker. Homo habilis is an extinct hominid fossil remain associated with stone tools. Because of association with the tools, that early humans were called as Homo habilis. So that means they are able to making tools. So that's why Homo habilis, that habilis refers to the tool maker. So they made tools with a stone. Hence, the species name is given as habilis. So habilis is nothing but tool maker. So the correct option is 4. Question number 30. The sequence in evolution of horse was options Equus, Eohippus, Mesohippus, Merychippus. 2. Eohippus, Mesohippus, Merychippus, Equus. 3. Merychippus, Eohippus, Merychippus, Equus. Option 4. Merychippus, Eohippus, Equus, Mesohippus. So we are already well known that the earliest fossil record of horse is Eohippus. That means our sequence in evolution of horse starts with Eohippus. So that is Eohippus in Eocene period. So Eohippus. From that Eohippus, the next one is Mesohippus, and Mesohippus in the next period it is evaluated as Meohippus. Meohippus is evaluated as Merychippus. The Merychippus is evaluated as Pliohippus, and Pliohippus finally evaluated as a modern horse, that is Equus. So this is order of evolution of horse: Eohippus, Mesohippus, Meohippus, Merychippus, Pliohippus, and Equus. It is the order of forms of evolution of horse. So based on this flow chart, we need to find out in the options, that is the evolution of early horse is Eohippus. So in these options, Eohippus is not started in option 1, and it is not started in option 3, and also it is not started in option 4. So only the Eohippus is started in option 2, Eohippus. Next it is evaluated as a Mesohippus. Next it is evaluated as a Merychippus, and it is evaluated as a Equus. So as per this flow, it is given a clear order. So that's why the correct answer is option 2. Question number 31. Continuity of germplasm theory was given by options 1, De Vries, 2, Weismann, 3, Darwin, 4, Lamarck. Let's know about these scientists. De Vries, he proposed mutation theory. Weismann, he was a neo-Darwinian biologist. He proposed a theory of continuity of germplasm. Weismann proposed theory of continuity of germplasm. Darwin, theory of evolution by natural selection, is given by Darwin, and he is a father of evolution. Lamarck, He proposed theory of inheritance of acquired characters. So, as per this information, the correct answer is August Weismann is the correct answer. He proposed a theory of continuity of germplasm. So the correct option is 2. Question number 32. Presence of sodium chloride NaCl in the body fluid indicates that life originated in options 1. Primitive ocean, 2. Rainwater lakes, 3. Salt solution, 4. All of the above. So options. Let's see the information. Haldane called primordial ocean as hot dilute soup in which evolved various organic molecules. That is proposed by Haldane. The one of the scientists proposed that chemical evolution. Presence of salts in animal body fluid gives an inference that life originate in oceans because marine waters are generally rich in salts like NaCl, sodium chloride. So hence the correct answer is option 1. Presence of sodium chloride in the body fluid indicates that life is originate in primitive ocean. So option 1 is correct. Question number 33. Match the following. So column 1. A. Operin. B. Haldane. C. Miller. D. Lamarck. Column 2. 1. America. 2. France. 3. Russia. 4. England. So we need to match the scientists belongs to which country. So Operin, A. Operin belongs to Russia. Haldane, B. Haldane belongs to England. C. Miller belongs to America. D. Lamarck belongs to France. So A. Operin belongs to Russia. 3. B. Haldane belongs to England. That is 4. C. Miller belongs to America. That is 1. D. Lamarck belongs to France. That is 2. So A is 3, B is 4, C is 1, D is 2. The correct option is 4. Is the correct answer. Question number 34. Coal has been mainly formed by options 1. Bryophytes, 2. Pteridophytes, 3. Angiosperms, 4. Algae. Let's see. Bryophytes are group of non-vascular land plants including hornworts, liverworts and mosses. Peat is a fuel which is produced from the dried bryophytes. Enormous deposits of peat is accumulated which is later formed by bryophytes. So the enormous deposits of this peat is accumulated in the earth which is later formed as a coal by the bryophytes. So hence the correct answer is option 1, bryophytes. So coal has been mainly formed by bryophytes due to enormous deposits of this peat. Question number 35. Half-life of C14 is, so carbon isotope is Options 1 50 years, 2 500 years, 3 5000 years, 4 5 into 10 to the power of 4 years. So let's see. Determine the age of ancient objects by a method called radiocarbon dating. So for that carbon dating, that is, they will find out that carbon isotope. The bombardment of the upper atmosphere by cosmic rays converts nitrogen to radioactive isotope of carbon, that is C14. Radioactive isotope of carbon with a half-life of about 5730 years. 5730 years. So now in our option, the nearest option which is near to this 5730 years is option 3. So the correct answer of half-life of carbon 14 is 5000 years. Question number 36. Different species occurring in different geographical areas are known as option 1 allopatric, 2 sympatric, 3 sibling species, 4 dims. So what is that allopatric? Species living in different geographical area are referred to as a allotrophic species. It is a mode or type of speciation that occurs when the biological population of the same species become isolated from each other and an extent that prevents or interferes with gene flow. Sympatric involves the splitting of an ancestral species into two or more reproductive isolation groups without geographical isolation of these groups. Sibling species, species which look alike but cannot breed with each other. Such species are called sibling species. Dims, a population of organisms within which the exchange of genes is completely random. That is, all combinations between individuals of opposite sex have the same probability of occurrence. So as per this information, different species occurring in different geographical areas are known as allopatric speciation. It is occurred due to isolation by isolation of geography. That is, allopatric speciation is due to the geographical isolation. So the correct answer is option 1. Question number 37. Mammals like reptiles evolved during options 1 Jurassic period, 2 Triassic period, 3 Permian period, 4 Tertiary period. So now let's know about this. The Jurassic and Triassic periods comes under the Mesozoic era. The Permian period comes under the Paleozoic era, and Tertiary period comes under Cenozoic era. So now let's see that Triassic period. So Triassic period comes under Mesozoic era. So in this Mesozoic era, Prototherian mammals are appeared, and also giant reptiles emerged during Triassic period. After Triassic period, that is Jurassic period in this list, Jurassic period. It also comes under Mesozoic era. Metatherian mammals are appeared and dinosaurs are abundant. And Permian, it is comes under Cenozoic era. Paleozoic era. Permian comes under Paleozoic era. Under this Permian period, mammal-like reptiles, that is synapsids, appeared during Permian period of Paleozoic era. So Paleozoic era is earlier than Mesozoic era. So in Mesozoic era, reptiles are abundant. So Paleozoic era, the reptiles origin is started, mammal like reptiles started in Permian, that is comes under Paleozoic era. Next tertiary period, comes under Cenozoic era. It is further subdivided into 5 epochs. So now, as per question, mammals like reptiles evoluted during, that is synapsids evoluted during Permian period. So the correct answer is option 3. Question number 38. First photosynthetic organisms to appear on Earth were options 1 bacteria, 2 green algae, 3 cyanobacteria, 4 bryophytes. So we are all well known that 3.2 to 3.5 billion years ago, first photosynthetic organisms were appeared on Earth. So in which form they are appeared? So they are appeared in the form of stromatolites. What are these stromatolites? Stromatolites are layered sedimentary formations that are created by photosynthetic cyanobacteria. So, the first photosynthetic organisms appeared on Earth were cyanobacteria, blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria. Option 3 is correct. Green algae is a true algae. Comes under Chlorophyceae class. Question number 39. Experiment to prove that synthesis of organic compounds formed the basis of origin of life was performed by option 1 Oparin, 2 Haldane, 3 Miller, 4 both Oparin option 1 and Haldane option 2. So let's see. Oparin and Haldane proposed theory of chemical evolution. So the theory of chemical evolution was experimentally proved by Miller and Urey. So now let's see the question. Experiment to prove that synthesis of organic compounds formed the basis of origin of life was performed by. So Oparin Haldane said that the early atmosphere having methane, ammonia, water vapor, and due to the sunlight, from the sunlight reacts and splits the water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. This oxygen reacts with methane and ammonia to produce carbon dioxide and water, and that water filled in low laying areas form as a primordial soup. From that, the reactions leads to formation of organic compounds like amino acids. These are all experimentally proved by Urey and Stanley Miller in laboratory. So the correct answer is Miller. Option 3 is correct. Question number 40. In leather badges replica plating, streptomycin resistance strain can be developed by using Options: minimal medium and streptomycin. 2. Complete medium and streptomycin. 3. Only minimal medium. 4. Only complete medium. Let's see. With a replica plating experiment, Leder wedges shows that antibiotic resistant strains of bacteria surviving an application of antibiotics had the resistance before their exposure to the antibiotics, not as a result of the exposure. So, the bacteria showing resistance against the antibiotic not after the exposure. Before the exposure itself, it has the resistance. Now, this experiment can be used to obtain streptomycin resistant strain by providing a complete medium consists that antibiotic, streptomycin antibiotic, will help the growth of a mutant strain, that means resistant bacteria. So it indicates that complete medium with antibiotic streptomycin. So the correct answer is option 2. Question number 41. In the following sketch of the evolution of plant forms through geological periods, identify the correct sequence of seed ferns, Rhynia type plants, cycads, Tracheophytae ancestors, and conifers respectively. So now whatever they are given in the sequence we need to find. So in this sequence, the first it will come seed ferns, that is C is the seed ferns, that is the this is C seed ferns, and next it form as a Rhynia type plants, the latter evoluted in the sequence. This is Rhynia type plants. Next is cycads, that is D, and after this cycads, the next evoluted one Tracheophyte ancestors, that is A, and last it is conifers, that is E, is evoluted. So first is seeded plants, next Rhynia type plants, and next cycads, next Tracheophyte ancestors, and finally that is conifers. So the correct option of the sequence the given plants is option 4. Question number 42. Correct sequence of stages in evolution of modern man or Homo sapiens sapiens is options 1. Australopithecus, Neanderthal man, Cro-Magnon man, Homo erectus, modern man. 2. Australopithecus, Homo erectus, Neanderthal man, Cro-Magnon man, modern man. 3. Neanderthal man, Australopithecus, Cro-Magnon man, Homo erectus, modern man. 4. Homo erectus, Australopithecus, Neanderthal man, Cro-Magnon man, modern man. Let's see the order of this human evolution. First, Australopithecus are evoluted as Homo habilis tool maker, and these Homo habilis are evaluated as Homo erectus. Homo erectus are evaluated as Neanderthal man, and Neanderthal man is evaluated as Cro-Magnon man, and Cro-Magnon man is evaluated as modern man. As for this flow chart, the sequence, the correct answer is option 2. Question number 43. In early earth, ammonia and methane combines with oxygen to form options 1. Proteins and amino acids, 2. Carbohydrates and proteins, 3. Carbon dioxide and water, 4. Nitrate and carbon dioxide. Let's see. Methane CH4, ammonia NH3, water vapor present in early atmospheric conditions. UV rays from sun reacted with water vapor and form hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen is a lighter gas and it is escaped from the atmosphere. So the remaining oxygen combines with the methane CH4 and ammonia NH3 to form carbon dioxide and water. That water leads to formation of primordial soup. So the correct answer is in early earth, ammonia and methane combines with oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. So option 3 is correct. Question number 44. Forthcoming generation will be less adaptive than the present generation due to options 1. Genetic drift, 2. Adaptation, 3. Mutation, 4. Natural selection. So let's see. According to De Vries' theory of evolution, mutation or discontinuous variations is raw material of evolution. Mutation appears suddenly and produce their effect immediately. Mutation can appear in all directions and all mutations are inheritable. Useful mutations are selected by nature and lethal mutations, that means which causes the damage, or eliminated. So as for this information, the correct option is 3. Mutations is the correct answer. Question number 45. Which of the following is not correctly paid? Options 1. Mesozoic era, age of mammals, 2. Study of fossils, paleontology, 3. Mutation theory proposed by Hugo de Vries, 4. Origin of species by Charles Darwin. So in this, which one is not correctly paid? So let's see. Fourth option, origin of species proposed by Charles Darwin, it is correct. Mutation theory proposed by Hugo de Vries, it is also a correct. Study of fossils called as paleontology, it is also a correct. So now let's know that Mesozoic era, that is the age of reptiles, not age of mammals. So it is the incorrectly paid one. So let's see. Mesozoic era is the age of reptiles and Cenozoic era is the age of mammals. So the correct answer is option 1. Thank you students. The chapter evolution is completed. Theory as well as objectives of level 1 and level 2. So the next videos onwards, we will start with a new chapter, that is principles of inheritance and variations.